View for Warlock with Julian Sands, directed by Steve Miner. So, the movie is synopsis on IMDb. Warlock flees from the 17th to the 20th century with a witch hunter in hot pursuit. And the witch hunter is Richard E. Grant. So this is a movie I really had never heard of or seen. But when Julian Sands unfortunately died, um, I don't know, it was like 5 6 months ago. He was hiking and I guess got lost. I'm not sure. Um, Maybe they know now, but I just heard that they were looking for him. He was lost in the woods. I think he was maybe rock climbing too, and they found his body, and he's dead. Unfortunately, um, he's a pretty good actor. I haven't seen a lot of his work, um, but he's in Naked Lunch, which I reviewed a couple months ago, and that is one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. So, but he's good in it though. He's an interesting actor. He's at least I've seen these two performances. He's kind of creepy. Um, but yeah, so and Steve Miner is the director of this, and he directed Lake Placid, Friday the 13th Part 1 and 2. So I just reviewed Lake Placid. I like that movie. It's not perfect, but and I like Friday the 13th Part 1 and 2, so I figured, check this out and check it out and watched it. And I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed the movie. It's different. Um, it has pretty good music. It's Jerry Goldsmith. It's definitely a fantasy movie. If I saw this as a kid, I would have really liked it. It's interesting movie because it starts in like 1691, I believe, in Massachusetts. He is locked away in a tower. There's priests that go up to the tower. He's in this like weird medieval type of thing, which I think basically allows so that he can't cast spells or do any type of magic. Because that's what he is. He's a warlock, which, if you didn't know, is a male witch. Um, so he's in these like locks, and man, it looks so brutal. Um, they leave. They're basically saying that they're gonna kill him, and that he's been condemned to die. And then Richard E. Grant comes up, and he's the guy that caught him, and he's a witch hunter. Um, Not like a Witcher, but like I played the video games of The Witcher, and some of this a little bit reminds me of it. There's potions this guy makes. I mean, not the witch hunter, but the warlock. But anyways, it's a little bit of kind of remind me of The Witcher a little bit. But there's no monsters and stuff like that. But anyways, so then he comes up and he says, you're about to die, and I caught you. And he's really good too in that, Richard E. Grant. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff either. He's in Hudson Hawk. That's a weird movie. I don't know. Maybe I should review that. I watched that a while ago, and I didn't really like it that much. That is a weird movie with a very weird tone, but this is a better movie, I think, Warlock. But um, and then this guy basically says, "Oh well, I may be saved by his dark lord, who is Satan, the warlock." And the guy leaves, and then a giant storm appears, and He disappears. They don't know where he went. The movie then cuts to, hundreds of years in the future, 300 years exactly, or I don't know, 295 or something years in the future, because this is 1989. I think it was 1691 in the movie. So, anyways, and he is trying to like gather these pages together that are in these three different locations to create basically the Bible, the anti-Bible, if you will, for Satan. And Richard E. Grant, well, he appears in this guy's house. This guy, and he has this friend, Laurie Singer. He's just passed out. He appears in the house. She leaves. The friend then is in the morning. And it's kind of bizarre. I don't think they call the police. It's like, someone appears in your house, call the police and have them take that person. But anyways, he gets up. The guy's like making breakfast, and then he like likes a ring he's wearing or something, but he kills the guy. And then the rest of the movie unfolds, and Richard E. Grant comes to the same location, like about 10 minutes later or so, and he is hunting him. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It's definitely a strange movie. I know it has a cult following, and there's some sequels. I think Julian Sands is in the second movie, but not the third. So, but yeah, if you're into fantasy movies at all, check it out. Because there is this warlock. He casts this spell on this girl, and it causes her to age prematurely. He's like sucking the life out of her, basically. And Richard E. Grant is helping the girl find him because he knows his spells. He knows all the rules. He took like a trinket, like this jewelry she had on, and he's using that to drain the life out of her. But yeah, if you're into fantasy movies, check it out. It's an interesting movie. If you like Julian Sands as an actor or Richard E. Grant, they're the biggest actors in this. As far as I can tell, check it out. Or Steve Miner, pretty good director. I mean, I like Warlock. I like Friday the 13th 1 and 2. And I like his Lake Placid movie. And he did Halloween H2O2, which it's okay. I like these better, I'd say. But I need to review that movie. That's a whole other thing. But oh, okay. Laurie Singer's in Footloose. Yeah, I've seen her in some stuff too. But I'll get into spoilers now. So he's draining the life from her. He's trying to find him, Richard E. Grant. They go through, there's three different locations he has to go. The first location is where he appeared. He breaks down this desk, which has the papers in it. Then he goes to another location, and then finally to this church in Boston. And basically, he's trying to find the name of God, which he'll then say backwards, which will undo creation, all of creation. So it'll destroy the entire world. And they're trying to stop him. And, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting movie. I enjoyed it. I'll probably check out at least the second one. So, but yeah, it's too bad Julian Sands died. He's a pretty good actor. He doesn't really speak that much in this. In fact, I'd say it's more of Laurie Singer's and Richard E. Grant's movie than his, because he's the villain. He's in it a good amount, but he's not in it that much. He doesn't speak that much. He creates a spell. He can fly. He Um, can go very fast when he's flying. There's some brutal scenes in the movie. Um, yeah, it's rated R. Okay, yeah, it's on the poster. Just looking. But yeah, it's a good movie. I didn't think it was amazing, but good, solid movie. And R.I.P. Julian Sands. But let's see. When Julian Sands received the script, he assumed it was in the mold of the popular slasher movies. But once he finally decided to read it, he was captivated, quickly became excited about the film. But yeah, I think that's about it. But good movie, dark movie, definitely. Probably not for kids, definitely, but like a good kind of dark fantasy. So, but yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.